The government shutdown is very likely, as Chuck Schumer says Senate Democrats will block the GOP funding bill. He's a minority leader in the Senate, but Chuck Schumer has announced that the Senate Democrats are going to block the Republican-proposed stopgap funding bill, increasing the likelihood of partial government shutdown after Friday night. Bill will narrowly pass, which narrowly passed the House because it's just basically partisan, aims to extend current funding levels until the end of September, increasing defense and immigration enforcement budgets while cutting non-defense spending. Schumer criticized the bill's partisan nature, stating that it was drafted and not put any Democratic input into it, so no actual coming across the lines to deal with what need to be done. If no agreement is reached by Friday night, the government will shut down, something we hear a lot lately, but we've been able to kind of get past it for a couple of quarters. This time looks like it's going to happen, halting non-essential functions of the government, which means national parks don't open, environmental things don't get done, and food inspections aren't taken care of. And, of course, some IRS dealings because they're not law enforcement. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers will actually go on furlough, which means they won't get paid for those time off. They usually get paid back when the government shuts down a few days. But in theory, they don't get paid. Their paychecks stop when the shutdown begins. 2018-2019 is the last time we had a long shutdown for 35 days over a dispute over border security. And you may have remembered how that one worked out going forward. Now, negotiations on the political dynamics going forward. Republicans hold a 53-47 majority in the Senate, but you need 60 votes to get the supermajority to pass the funding bill. And if 53 is all you got and one tiebreaker, that doesn't math out well. So the Democrats are saying they're not going to go along with this because of no input going forward. Chuck Schumer says we're shutting this bad boy down. This may be the first thing that the Democrats are doing that's actually in opposition to fight back against Donald Trump. And this may be one of the worst things to do. And it depends. If Trump is able to actually blink and push back and have people go back and work on it, that's one thing. But we know Donald Trump. He doesn't do that. And he's going to push his guys not to do that. Shutdown will mean some negotiations and things to work on going forward. But we will see how it comes down and whether we can blame the Democrats this time for the shutdown. Because shutdowns normally go to Republicans, the blame. We'll see who gets the blame when this thing happens, most likely happening tomorrow night.